Hello, and this is Alice's patellofemoral pain syndrome, or runner's knee rehab program. One of the aggravating factors of runner's knee is actually when the knee is bent. So we're trying to get as many strengthening exercises like the straight leg raise in as possible, just so that we can strengthen all the lower leg muscles without bending the knee. If we are bending the knee, like in the glute bridge, we're bending it once and holding it. We're not repeatedly bending the knee. This is an example of some of the proprioception exercises used within the program. Here we've got a dominant leg to the rear stance, balancing with eyes closed on an unstable surface. The unstable surface in this is the yoga mat. It just gives a little bit more sport specific in the fact that sport doesn't happen on a flat, calm surface. It's often a little bit wobbly, often on one leg, and that's some of the reasons proprioception was incorporated into the program. Here you can see a ball squeeze exercise. This was used to strengthen the VMO muscle in the quad. This is a clamshell exercise, and this particular exercise we're using a resistance band to add a little extra resistance. It's a good overall strengthening exercise for the lower leg, but in particular the glute med. The aim for this was to provide sort of overall strengthening and a little bit of hip stability, which could help prevent further injury and solve the issue of runner's knee. Again, this exercise was used because it was to strengthen the lower limb without bending the knee too much. Although there is a slight bend of the knee during the clamshell exercise, it's not into the painful range of motion for this particular athlete, so that's another reason why it was chosen. Here you can see the same exercise from the side with the resistance band in the correct place. The next couple of exercises show the use of a TRX, or a suspension training system. This was used because it allowed the athlete to do exercises such as lunges, squats, things like that, but taking their body weight away because they're supporting themselves with the TRX. Now you can see the box squat. So the box squat using a TRX was used because it puts the emphasis on the hip hinge going backwards instead of downwards, so putting the entire rear kinetic chain into action. This is an example of some more resistance band exercises using a lateral leg raise and followed by a forward and back leg raise. This is an example of the anti-gravity treadmill that was used in the rehab program. This allows to puff the athlete out with air and run at a less amount of their body weight. So in this case we're using an unstable surface, which is the BOSU, and the athlete is running across that, and at the point where the ball has passed them, in this case a netball, making it sport specific, it's working on proprioception training to get the athlete game ready and ready to have the movement patterns and exercises needed to return to their sport, which is netball. Okay. Manual therapy was being used alongside rehab, and then lockdown happened. We did try some FaceTime workouts with press-ups. These are pretty good, until an unwanted character did get involved, which we'll see in a moment. Fortunately, we were 3.5 weeks into our 4-week rehab program, so just the last couple of sessions we did miss out on. We got a lot of hydrotherapy work done in the pool as well, which was brilliant. But unfortunately, we're not allowed to record in the margin swimming pool, so there is no footage of this. As you can see, dogs do not like press-ups, and they will stop you doing press-ups at all costs.
Betty, stop. 7, 8.
Here's an example of some of the boxing exercises Alice was getting her mum to help her out with at home. She loved the boxing when we were in the gym, so as she already had a set of boxing gloves and pads at home, so we just used whatever she had at home to get some more rehab in. Even though she's got a knee injury, she plays netball, which means she needs upper body strength. We also try to rehab the body as much as possible as a whole body, rather than just the injured site. So the reason she's laying down is getting some core work in as well, getting some cardio work in with the boxing, and it also limits the amount of stress going through a knee joint whilst the cardio is happening.
I'm dead. Not quite. Come on, run.
So, sliding down a slide, pick up the ball, being checked to react to what's going on in the sport. She loves football as well, so I want to throw some keepy uppies in there. She takes a netball shot, making it sport specific, and then bouncing the ball off the wall one-handed. Good for proprioception reaction work. Wouldn't recommend slippers though. So I'm working at one of the Nightingale hospitals. We didn't have any weights, so inspired the nurses to do some weight training using hand sanitizer. Getting out in the sunshine, getting moving as much as we can. So sped up time lapse of some of our other FaceTime workouts. Unfortunately, I couldn't find out a way to record myself and the FaceTime at once. So Alice was matching what I was doing, but using tins of beans instead of weights.